녹화 시작할게요. 이걸로 안 잡히네? 이걸로 잡아야겠다. 잡히니? 게임은 나와라 뿅? 됐어. 자 저희 지금 세븐틴즈에 대해서 17살 때 무슨 일이 있었는지 파악해보도록 합시다.
I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the glaciers.
유리공장? 다시.
I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the glaciers.
야 은하야 이거 이거 지우고 싶은데 어떻게 하지 그냥? 못 지우나 보네. 야 은하야 너도 좀 해봐라.
We were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos.
17살에 사이먼이랑
He was an
결혼을
only
했나?
child, so it was important to them.
너 좀 같이 추리해봐.
Called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car. People said we were 17. People said photos. Also,
웨딩에 대해서 알아볼까? 너 좀 추리 같이 해봐.
night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
다시 봐야겠다. 사건하고 그렇게 관련 없는 것 같아.
Hotel.
브라이튼
It would have been
호텔.
too much to do. Baby, to be in a hotel. Get away.
정리된 거거든요, 이거. 그러니까 이 사람이 누군지 몰라요. 근데 제가 이 사람의 이름을 물어보니까 henna라고 했거든요. 근데 봐봐요.
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H. It's Pandre.
이랬거든요.
It's the same backwards as forwards. Street.
자기 이름이 henna 스미스라 했었거든요. 근데 이 다음 영상에 이걸 보면은
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
거짓말 탐지기에 걸렸어. 자기 이름이 henna라고 했는데. 그리고 이 영상을 보면은
Name. That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works.
이러는 거 보면은 이 여자 이름이 henna가 아닌 것 같거든. 이거 지금 이거 메모장 봐보시면 자기 이름이 henna 스미스라 했는데 거짓말 탐지기에 걸렸고, 일단 사건의 전말은 이 여자의 남편인 사이먼이 죽었어요. 사이먼이 종종 가출도 했고 게임을 엠스터드 회사에 다녔고 피터와 수잔, 헬렌과 접점이 있고 러킹턴 암스에 자주 술을 마시러 갔어. 그리고 이 henna 스미스의 친구 이브라는 애가 있는데 얘가 어릴 때 가출을 했었어. 어디 콘서트 보러 가려고. 그 잘못을 이브한테 뒤집어 씌운 적이 있다 했고, 칼과도 관련이 있다 했는데, 그다음에 이브가 아마 블론드 금발일 거고 henna가 블랙 헤어일 거야. 그리고 가발에 대한 얘기가 나왔었고요. 그다음에 이제 미러가 사이먼이 henna인지 이브인지 한테 거울 선물을 해줬었는데 그게 아마 살인의 시발점이었을 거예요. 이제 살인 일어났을 때 보면은 이날 사건 당시 8시에 싸우고 8시쯤에 사이먼이 가출했어. 그리고 사건이 일어날 당시에 주인공은 사건 장소에서 멀리 떨어진 글라스고라는 장소에 있었고 6월 18일 사이먼이 실종됐다고 판단해서 이 주인공이 이 여자가 신고를 하러 여기에 온 거야. 그 뒤로 조사했던 영상들이 이제 담긴 건데 우리가 그거를 이 영상이 5개씩밖에 검색 안 되는 개똥쓰레기 컴퓨터로 이 사건의 진상을 알아가야 되거든요. 일단 내가 지금까지 파악한 거는 8시에 사이먼이 가출했고 주인공이 아마 살해를 했을 거야. 그런데 이 주인공이 이중인격인지 쌍둥이인지 모르겠어요. 여기 보면은 플로렌스라는 이제 그 보모에 의해서 둘의 운명이 갈렸거든. 주인공의 엄마가 아마 쌍둥이를 낳았어. 쌍둥이를 낳았는데 플로렌스가 헤나 쪽이 그 동생 쪽이 죽었다고 거짓말하고 얘를 납치해 갔거든. 그래서 엄마는 주인공을 이브랑 착각해서 이브라고 부를 때도 있고 주인공은 본인은 헤나라고 주장하지만 그건 거짓말이야. 아마 둘이 똑같이 생겼나봐. 처음에는 이중인격인 줄 알았거든. 근데 둘이 똑같이 생긴 쌍둥이인가봐. 그리고 주인공은 말랐고 이브는 반대쪽은 이제 뚱뚱하다라는 그런 느낌이 있고, 그 다음에 아기랑 갈려있고 지하실에서 죽었고요. 주인공은 알리바이가 정확해. 그리고 시계랑 이제 키친에 봉투가 있었고 포스모스가 어릴 때 살던 곳이고, 이게 헷갈리는 게 살인이 벌어진 이유가 거울 때문이거든? 아마도 내가 추측했을 때. 왜냐면은 헤나인지 이브인지 하여튼 쌍둥이가 있댔잖아. 그러면은 그 쌍둥이가 이제 헤나라고 할게요. 그냥 한 명 지칭하는 게 편하니까. 헤나는 이브를 닮고 싶었어. 그래서 가발도 쓰고 온갖 지랄을 다 했거든. 근데 거울을 보면은 자기가 헤나인 게 보이는 거야. 이브랑 똑같이 닮지 않았어서. 근데 사이먼이 이제 헤나랑 결혼한 사이인데 거울을 준 거야. 이브로 빈장하고 있던 헤나한테 거울을 선물로 준 거야. 그리고 그 거울을 보고 개빡쳐가지고 거울 깨버리고 그 거울로 사이먼을 죽인 것 같거든. 나 이것까진 알아냈거든. 근데 그 알리바이의 비밀이랑 헤나와 이브의 정확한 관계에 대해서 몰라. 그걸 정확하게. 일단 주인공은 얄쌍한 애야. 주인공은 얄쌍한 애고 누가 뚱뚱한지 몰라. 이 이름에 대해서 정확히 몰라. 지금 얘가 헤나인지 이브인지 제3의 인물인지 알 수가 없어. 그리고 노크코드라는 걸 쓰거든요. 노크코드라는 걸 쓰는데 막 러브유도 했었고, 그 다음에 바이 디 했나 뭐 이런 것도 했었고, 돌아오면서 블론디랑 관련이 있는데 일단은 주요한 것 좀 보여드림.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah.
이렇게 말한 거 보니까 얘는 헤나가 아니야. 확실히 얘 아마 이브일 거야.
Told my mother I was dead, but I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
그다음에
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, someone
가발 쓰고 옷을 입고.
pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present. Another mirror. Just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean.
산파. 그 돕는 사람.
She only meant to scare him off.
그래서 일단 거울 조각으로 죽인 것 같아. 그 플로렌스가 아기 낳는 거 도와주는 사람이었는데 그 탯줄을 감아서 죽였다고 치고 그 데려갔대 얘를. 아마 얘가 이브인가봐. 이름 플로렌스, 부모 이름 플로렌스. 그러니까 산파인데 얘를 데려다 키웠어. 아마도 다이어리에 대해 좀 조사해볼까? 야, 다이어리 스펠링이 뭐냐? 아, 뭐 이렇게 어렵게 쳤냐? 다이어리.
No, he doesn't keep diary.
그 이가 아마 사이먼일 거예요.
As long as I can remember, since I was a girl, helps make sense of my day. When you're forced to put something into words, just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page. Florence was a warm, kind person, but she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. All the papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand. I guess I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again.
그러니까 이 여자랑 사이먼이랑 결혼했어. 이 영상에 등장하는 이 여자랑.
One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there's more to it than that. I don't really know. When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident. I read a diary at that point and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left. Walked out and across the street. Just became our way of life. We would swap places and take the chance to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever
한번 다시 봐야겠다.
it just became our way of life. We would swap places and take the
교대로 살았대. 네 말이 맞네.
and we were very careful. Whoever came out that day would come back and write a detailed diary. So that
그러려고.
we had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
다음은 룰에 대해 검색해보면 되겠는데? 맞네, 네 말이 맞네. 그리고 노크 코드에 대해서 조금 보여주자면 이거 봐봐봐. 나 이것 때문에 처음에는 이중인격인 줄 알았었어.
talking about you.
그래서 이 로크 코드의 내용은 러브유거든요. 그리고 노크 코드에 대해서 말해. 우리가 헤나랑 이브를 말하는 것 같고. 저거 내용이 이거거든요. 이거 딱 이거거든요. 요거 이제 분석하면은 BYDHANNAN이 되거든요. 근데 이게 무슨 뜻인지 모르겠어. 일단은 헤나는 이 스펠링이 아니거든. 그래서 이건 일단 넘어가고 일단 기록만 해뒀고. 그리고 아까 다이어리에 대해서 아까 룰에 대해서 검색해보자.
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe I think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looked scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know.
사실 이건 초반 영상인가 보다. 아이덴티티 이런 얘기야.
Hannah
몰라?
was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous. Didn't
플로렌스가 쌍둥이 중 한 명을 납치했는데 출생신고를 했을까?
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous. Didn't want to share. Even the first date, we went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went.
지문에 대해서도 검색해볼게.
We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems.
데이트를 동시에 했나봐.
The next date was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me. But that was it. We didn't want another card on the hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn.
얘가 이분가봐 그러면.
She slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant.
아, 그때 임신한 거구나. 그거 섹션에 추가해두고.
It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him.
와, 해나가 뺏었네.
Share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird in a way it hadn't been before.
아마 그러니까 그
It lasted about
사이먼과 결혼식을 올렸고 사이먼과 연애를 하다가 17살에 사이먼과 결혼식을 올린 애는 얘야. 영상의 주인공. 근데 사이먼과 자고 사이먼의 애를 임신한 사람은 다른 쪽 쌍둥이야.
I got pregnant.
지금 이러잖아. I got pregnant.
Both my parents had a big powwow
근데 임신한 건 얘가 아닌 거야.
in the room. We decided we should get married.
지금 이때는 지금 아직 6월이잖아. 해나인 척 하고 있는 거임. 얘가 자기가 해나가 아니란 걸 밝힌 거는 거짓말 탐지기를 한 7월쯤이거든. 7월 초. 근데 이거 아직 6월 25일이잖아. 지금 얘가 아직 자기는 해나인 척 하고 있는 거야. 임신한. 얘가 이브인데 아마도.
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happened some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
입덧까지 연기하고 있어 지금.
Well, yes. You found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant. When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car. Ask the hospital. I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital. I didn't have a driving license. He made sure I got to the hospital. It was fine. Must have details when I was looked at.
아, 그리고 어릴 때 이브가 해나를 죽이려 한 적이 있었어요.
You want me to play?
Two sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. See, they both had a love for the captain's son.
둘 다 사이먼을 사랑했지. 동생이 해나인가봐. 언니가 이브고.
Oh, the wind and the rain, with a pretty little face and a long
동생이 블론 그래 이브가 블론드 헤어. 어? 동생이 이브 아니었어?
So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and the rain floated till a ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, he swims and swans. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
And then it gets really weird, so it's a good place to stop. The police station.
그런 거 같은데. 뭘 어떻게 더 검색해야지 이게 밝혀질지 모르겠어. 어떻게 더 검색해야 되지? 애기?
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at Glaziers. That was their generosity. He lived with his mum and dad, got a spare room for us and the baby. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope. No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living with Sam's parents until birth, a few months after. Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
과연 유산이었을까?
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. The miscarriage and then my parents. Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. no one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. In the worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck. Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
해나가 왜 불쌍해? 해나가 뺏었잖아, 사이먼을.
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
유산한 뒤에 불임이 됐다 하는데, 이때 아직 경찰한테 해나가 거짓말이란 걸 안 밝힌 시점이야. 자기 이름이 해나가 아니란 걸 안 밝힌 시점이야, 아직.
Hannah had a miscarriage.
그래, 해나가 유산했다고.
This was late in the pregnancy. You know, infertile.
불임된 것도 해나. 불임도 해나지. 유산 이후 불임된 거 해나.
They were married. Still living with.
해나 사이먼 여전히 시댁에서 부부로 살고 있지.
Simon had a job at the Glaziers now.
아,
Position after he left school. And then
결혼한 것도 해나네. 아, 사라에 대해서 하나. 사라에 대해서 검색해봐야겠다.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. But the baby, we were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
에이바. 그러니까 낳으려고 했던 이름이 해나의 아이의 이름으로 하려 했던 게 사라. 다음에 사이먼이 지으려고 했던 건 아바. 그치? 하지만 유산 좀 마이 베이비라 치니까 뭐가 또 나온다. 참, 이때 아마 일단은 화장실을 좀 갔다 올게. 지릴 것 같다, 야. 야, 물이 없는데 물 좀 가져올게. 야, 왜 웃어? 왜 웃어? 무슨 일이야? 무슨 일이야? 뭐야? 왜 웃어? 웃지 마. 왜 웃는 거야? 왜 웃은 거예요? 아, 그래요? 이거에 대해서 좀 봅시다.
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Darganellan.
아, 빈페테를.
I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just... Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. Forensic entomologist to take that up. It was because of the heat. It's just... You're reaching here. And I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon's dead. But I had my baby to care.
애 죽었다며.
Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing? Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was right.
예? 예? 뭐요? 예? 선생님 뭐라고요?
Florence raised me at home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight.
어허.
It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife.
플로렌스는
Raised me in her home.
나를 키웠다.
She kept me out of sight.
집을 나가지 않고 그는 날 숨겼다.
See a midwife with a baby, carrying
그렇지.
supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing.
어허.
I never knew any different.
그렇지.
I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her.
그 건너 그녀를 보며 자랐다.
I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror.
아. 그러니까
She was me.
왜냐면은 얘네 집이 길 건너 있다 했거든요. 마주보고 있었어 했어. 그럼 이걸 어떻게 물어봐야 되지?
I lost the baby in the spring. My parents died in the summer.
어? How is it going down there? You don't? 아직 다 끝내지 못한 게 많지 않아요? No? Okay, I hang a bit longer. Buzz you when you are ready. hang on. 그 다 됐으면 전화하래요. kill. I killed로 해도 안 돼. 성생활?
Never dead. Sex and affairs.
하나 있다. 안 본 거.
An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
사이먼에 대해서 얘기하는데? 섹스로 검색해보자. 3개 나온다.
Really? You get to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
이브가?
Are you married? How is your sex life? So, sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
이브에 대해서 어떤 걸 더 검색해봐야 될지 모르겠는데? 이브 헬 이브 킬 예, 뭐 방송하시러 가세요. 예.
Could they have been my parents' fingerprints? I'm not sure how long they last for, but is that possible?
지문?
fingerprints taken before. I once put my hand on the oven. Fingerprints. Yes, yeah. I would have cleaned them. I changed the sheets too, with the fingerprints in all those places. Really? Go on then. Pick it up. Run your fingerprints. They'll match. Fucking do it. Do it. Match. If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my hand first, we had to pull our hands to match. Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. But she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snapped frozen peas up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies were synchronized anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits. Rehearsed? You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer. Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about. Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
이브라 치면 안 나오지 않을까? 얘가 이브잖아.
I haven't been into work. I guess I've just been waiting to hear from you, hear from my husband. Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I did the paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work at till or anything, I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked at till.
바람 폈다는 거에 대해서는
The next time, he took me back to the house, to our parents' house, to their house. So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get out, to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I almost burst out laughing. Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out. Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale. Yes, like a story. A beginning, a middle, and an end. Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking. I guess she's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. And he's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad. Because he's ill. He might die. It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure how it ends. Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon. Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15. Family. So, Carl fucked off. And there were other boys here and there, and then Simon. And the Glaziers. I I worked there some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet. He's quiet. I wouldn't say that. Just sex like I had been with the other.
이번 드라이버에 대해서 검색.
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I knew it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now he's... Like I said, I think I was popping out to get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes drive too fast. If you want, you can arrest me for that. It's like I told you before, I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. So I went to A&E. I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon. It's like I told you, I took the keys. Everything I told you, I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired. I pulled out. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out to get the My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. If one of us first, they punched her. So I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. Just had to sleep. Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from a payphone, and then headed back. No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning. was about 3. Let me see. Yes. I drove in here, as I remember well. I went over the river. And then there was a church. There. Yeah. And I probably parked. Well, I remember seeing a street sign called Princess Street. There it is. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There. Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. Is that enough? No, I was 15. Carl was older, 17, I think. I was. Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality.
어,
It's an apple and a snake. So I moved out. Got a small bed set. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings. So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. Haven't put down any roots. I don't exist. He saw me singing one of my shows, pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. obviously,
사건의 진상을 좀 알아보자.
but he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness.
그래.
Guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, but that would have impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
와, 이거 인터뷰를 2명이서 했구나. 봐봐봐요. 잠깐만.
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning. They were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I slept through it. That's how to reckon. But they never even. The Rock. You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know. So many things could have gone wrong. No, it's okay. The other detective has just gone to get him. My sister is gone. And she's never coming back.
임신을 2번을 한 것 같은데.
No, he was a shy Z. I asked, will I come out? Chocolate on my teeth.
그러니까 임신했다가 유산해서 불임된 거 해놔.
I left the next day, Saturday. Car. I
입덧하잖아.
okay. The end of the road along the boat. Sam. The living. I did. Had a sh- it was Eric. See him. The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off after the move. He created modernised wallpaper curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was. Dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there. No. It was just me. To call their first child. They talked about back. His family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to all stories I remember when I was in bed. That happened last week. No. Get their own. I gotta use it's always been complicated. It's just been pressure. Love much. I don't know if anyone has just become more silent. That no, not drugs. I mean, never very art. He drinks wine. That made me a can't play.
이건 쌍둥이는 말이 안 되는 거고.
I think it was that time that I got right. It's fucking mad. I didn't take any periods. Always bust. I need to put her because
그거네. 그러면 내가 생각한 게 맞네. 지금 나 증거 찾으려고 계속 지랄했던 건데 봐봐요. 그러면은 이거야. 잠깐만 한 번만 더 봐야겠다.
Both of us. I didn't. I had always thought we were infertile. Married for 10 days. I'm about 30, yeah. So cool. Start again. No. Present. They argued, screamed around. She cut his throat clean open. My clothes. She'd enjoyed. He wanted. Then he took out a present. Given her earlier.
이게 맞는 것 같은데. 봐봐요. 그럼 이 두 번째 영상에 따르면은 사이먼을 죽인 거 해나야. 그치? 그 당시 글래스고에 있었던 거 이거야. 그지? 줄 안녕, 어서와. 근데 그러면은 사이먼은 이브랑 해나를 구분 못했지. 해난 불임이었고 이브는 사이먼의 아이를 가졌어. 는 이브인 척하고 사이먼에게 고백. 사이먼은 에게 거울을 줬어. 하나는 거울에 비친 이브의 모습을 보고 개빡쳐서 거울 깨고 사이먼 죽임. 이거 같은데? Good. So you think you understand why your mother did? 내가 싸라구나. You think you understand why your mother did what she did? 내 엄마가 이브잖아. 그럼 알고 있지.
I mean, I don't know. But no, be any maybe yes, I understand my rights. No, I don't need a lawyer. Until Hannah was eating once. Get dressed this instant. Walked into our bedroom. My mum was amazed. So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came. Mum saw me in my underpad. So I ducked, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. Mum was amazed. They said it was food mushrooms. My dad, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious, but they lived hurt. My dad liked to pick mushrooms. They have a skirt around, but the police had no reason to.
안되겠다. 화장실을 좀 갔다 와야겠다. 어떤 걸 더 쳐봐야 되지?
Okay. I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records? Do you need to take that for your records? Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. The blood. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Happened. Nothing like this has ever. Like I said before, it was 3 in the living room. His throat had been cut. There was a lot of blood. She was sat behind him. She had my wig on. She'd been there all day. And she had blood on her. She was in shock.
이게 맞는 것 같은데, 그지? 이게 맞는 것 같은데. 어느 정도 밝혀낸 것 같습니다. 그죠? 게임 어떻게 끝나 이거? 하여튼 뭐 여기까지였던 것 같습니다. 그러면은 마지막으로 정리하고 끝내도록 할게요. 살인사건 이제 그 뭐지? 처음에 이브랑 헨나가 쌍둥이인데 둘이 떨어졌죠. 헨나가 진짜 엄마랑 살고 이브가 이제 걔랑 살고 그 저기 미드와이프랑 살고 그리고 이브가 조금 더 성적으로 멋있긴 행해요. 그리고 헨나는 좀 샤이하고요. 그래서 이제 이브가 먼저 칼한테 처녀를 뺏겼고 뺏겼다기보다 처녀를 칼한테 잃었고 이제 그 헨나랑 이브랑 계속 교대로 바꿔가면서 인생을 바꿔가면서 이제 연애를 했었죠. 그러다가 사이먼을 만났어요. 둘 다 사이먼을 사랑했고 그렇게 했는데 이제 헨나가 사이먼이랑 처음 잤죠. 룰을 깨고 그리고 임신을 했어요. 하지만 유산이 됐죠. 그리고 또 이브가 사이먼이랑 만나다가 이브가 임신을 했어. 근데 이브는 이제 이브는 아이를 가졌지, 성공적으로. 그리고 버스데이에 그걸 밝혀서 헨나한테. 헨나는 그때 당시까지 몰랐어요. 근데 이제 이브가 가진 아이가 사이먼 거란 걸 헨나는 몰랐죠. 아마도. 그리고 사이먼한테 갔어요. 근데 헨나랑 이브를 보고 나서 사이먼이 아 씨발 이건 좆됐구나 하고 뭔가 일이 있었나봐요. 그래서 개빡쳐서 이브는 도망가고 이브는 글래스하고 갔죠. 이브는 글래스하고로 슝 하고 가버리고 그 다음에 헨나는 이따가 무슨 일이 있었는지 모르겠지만 이브로 변장을 했어요. 가발 쓰고 옷 입고 이브 이제 변장해서 사이먼을 테스트 해봤을 거야 아마. 사이먼한테 이브인 척하고 고백을 한 거지. 근데 사이먼은 그걸 받은 거야. 헨나가 있는데도 이브를 사랑한다고 사이먼이 말한 거죠. 그래서 헨나가 개빡쳐가지고 사이먼을 죽였고 이브는 글래스고에서 돌아와서 사이먼을 본 거지. 사이먼 죽었고 헨나는 이브인 척하고 피를 뒤집어 쓰고 있고 그래서 이브는 자기가 헨나인 척한 거야. 이브가 죽였으니까. 이제 헨나가 죽였고 이브한테 알리바이가 있으니까 글래스옥으로 갔던. 그래서 경찰 조사를 이브가 받은 거지. 해나인 척하면서. 그리고 사라가 나야. 내가 사라야. 이브가 사라를 낳았어. 그리고 해나가 이브 데리고 도망친 거지. 그래서 My Sister Was Gone 한 거고. 그리고 이제 7월 3일 마지막에 이제 이브가 모든 걸 다 밝힌 거지. 그냥 이거는 just story일 뿐이에요 하면서. 그거 같은데? 내가 봤을 때. 그게 맞는 것 같아요. 하여튼 이제 허스토리 재밌게 한번 해봤었습니다. 제가 추리 능력이 좀 된다고 생각했는데 막 이렇게 그냥 막 던져놔 버리니까 이게 추리하기가 힘드네요. 그럼 녹화는 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다.